Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I always liked when having an opportunity to have an open mic space here in Austin, Texas, was to go to Tom Woodruff's First Wednesdays book readings. We go to Half Price Books on North Lamar, and we would do round robin readings of 10 minutes. He often would have a theme. I always said, sorry, I'm going to be reading from Brand New Scars Publications books. Since the pandemic, I have, in honor of his readings, come out at the same time on the first Wednesday of the month to read poems from new books for you guys. I hope you appreciate it. The first one I was going to read a number of poems from were last poems in the brand new book from Down in the Dirt magazine, one of the magazines I'm the editor of. This is volume 183, and it is titled Alone Time, which seems like a very appropriate title for a magazine after we've been going through pandemic and COVID and keeping ourselves sequestered, right? So I thought I would read a couple of poems from the end of this book for you. And I think in honor of Tom, since he would always bring the reading glasses, I'll borrow my husband's glasses, but keep them far away so I can still read. I thought I'd read for you a couple of poems. This first one I'm going to read is toward the end of the book, and because it is a short poem, it actually has an image that was released with the poem when the poem was written, and it was an Instagram image, so I'd have it appearing in Tumblr and Pinterest, maybe. I don't think Pinterest, but on Facebook and on Twitter and on as many medium as I could. And if it gets published in a book, I do try to include the image as well. I'm hiding behind the book, but I have no idea if you can see it. But if you're interested, you could check it out at scars.tv/dirt and find the book Alone Time, because links to the image as well as the poem are there as well. This first poem is titled Venezuela Was Mowed Down by Tanks. I heard that protesters in Venezuela were mowed down by tanks. And I thought about the other side of the world. And then I thought about this side of the world. What am I doing trying to make people think? I'm skipping ahead a couple of pages so that I can read the last maybe 4 poems in the book. Ooh, maybe 6, because they're all short pieces. I'm going to share with a bunch of short poems, including another one that is so short that it has an Instagram image with it. It is called Bolt of Lightning. I have no idea how well this will come through in a camera. But as I had said before, you can always go to scars.tv/dirt and find links for the book Alone Time, and you can see online links to the image that is in this book. And the image is in color. Rock on, because inside pages are in black and white for this really, really short poem that is called Bolt of Lightning. You creep upon me with the sound of silence. You speed away as fast as a bolt of lightning. Now you intoxicate me with all your essence. Let me hold your strength and never let go. What a romantic piece about a person. I am sitting in my new electric car, which is what that piece was written about. And in honor of that one, I have another piece that is similar to it, but I'm not sure if it's about the car or not. It's just funny that it's next to each other on this book. It's called Unchecked Electricity. There's a certain electricity in the air. You can hear it crackle from the power lines overhead. I've felt it course through me ever since you've come near me. You can feel the torque after I start my engine and press my pedal all the way down. You can feel the charge between us. It's electric. It's almost something we can't control. But this is physics, so beware when we are left to our basic devices. And so, after you let it go, see what burns down after stopping the obstruction between us. This is what they get for letting our passions go unchecked. Buildings burn, cities collapse, empires are electric. So, go ahead. Look at what we've destroyed. But look what we can build. Okay, that was similarly themed with the car, but that's a cool thing about destruction of buildings because of passion. These next two pieces are about a poet who passed away here a few years ago. Brian, may you rest in peace. These are two poems about him. This first one is titled Precariously Balance. The world doesn't understand. I've been wanting to die since I almost died years ago, and I didn't know anyone else felt the way I did. We hold everything in. We put on a facade, and everyone ascribes it to our quirky ways, but we've been dying, and no one sees it. Only when the corpse is discovered does it rattle you for a moment. But the pain doesn't go away. You people take a moment, you grieve, and you think that time heals all wounds. But those who are forced to live know the difference. It's a balancing act. And we walk on between life and death. You want to think that life is good, and it can be, but everything that could be terrible is lurking right behind. It's a balancing act. It's a tightrope walk. Some have slipped off. Some only precariously balance. That's the next piece. For you, Brian, is titled Ever Felt Safe. The safe word is gentleman. You see, I'm running out of safe words. I can't use my favorite safe words over and over again. By the way, my favorite safe word is pomegranate, but there's only so many times you can get away with using that. The safe word is gentleman, and I try to remember what a gentleman is like. And I try to remember the last time I felt safe. I remember feeling safe in my self-proclaimed big city hometown. I also remember feeling safe when visiting New York. I don't know, for some reason I always feel safe when I'm closer to both high-rises and derelicts. They say the safe word is gentleman. But the only time I've ever felt safe was when I could truly find a gentleman in a big city. They might not look like a gentleman. They might shave their head. They might wear a leather jacket and smoke and drink to oblivion. But that was my gentleman. So when you finally go back to find that just right someone, to realize they are gone, where did they go, you wonder? And you then begin to wonder what oblivion looks like. And what's that safe word again? Okay, they start to progressively get better and more humorous or weirder or something in these last two poems in the book, which also have Instagram images for them. This first one was written on the 21st of May, which is World Goth Day. And I'm wearing green, so you probably think I'm not goth, but maybe this Instagram image, me wearing black curtain over me for this poem. Well, this was just something that I found that would work well with it. And actually I think that image was altered to be used for the Proto-Gothinator beer from Walking Seed Brewing. But that's no matter. That's not here nor there. This was a poem written for Goth Day and is titled Exude More in Black. There are a select few who understand the ludicrosity of life at a very early age. And maybe it is at that early age when we feel more tormented than any adult, even if they have problems from their jobs, their precious, meaningless job. We see people parade around like they're either in a fashion show or more appropriately, a circus. So who cares if we dress up like Halloween is every day, or if we wear black on the outside because black is how we feel on the inside? Because even if we can't wish Morrissey an unhappy birthday today, or drink one which may become 4, and when we'd fall on the floor we'd drink more, we can still wear black and talk and act proto-goth, and you can think that we're all about depression. And you're right, it's true. It's hard to be happy when you don't hide from evil. But just keep in mind, this black we wear, that black is actually the presence of all color. So we just see and exude more than you could ever do, because we've known it since our childhood. And for that, we grasp more than you. That does have an Instagram image. It's nice and dark. If you want to check it out, you can go to scars.tv/dirt, go to Alone Time, and you can find Exude More in Black and find the image that goes with it. You can also do that for the last poem in the book that is called XTC from Found Candy, which is a larger one because it's a short poem toward the end. So that one has actually more color in it too. But here's your short last one in this book, XTC from Found Candy. After stumbling out of the brewery with our open beers in our hands last night, we sat at a picnic table and found what looked like a single loose piece of hard candy. But then I remembered the strips of LSD, how drug makers etch designs into them for identification. I thought of the Daffy Duck tabs I remembered, and I looked at this one lone blue duck with etchings on it, seemingly stranded on this picnic table. And I wondered if anyone was brave enough to try this loose piece of what could have been candy, just to see what happens. Again, that's the last piece from the book, and that is XTC from Found Candy. And if you want to know anything about this book, as I had said, scars.tv/dirt. And you can find out about all of the monthly books that from Down to the Dirt magazine, as well as from the longer standing magazine, CC&D magazine. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I might come back, as I would do round robin readings at Half Price Books for community poetry at Half Price Books. I might come back for a couple more readings in this allotted time for community poetry. I hope everyone is remaining safe. I hope everyone is remaining creatively inclined, and everyone is getting vaccinated like good little soldiers, so we should be getting better really, really soon. You know, girl can only hope, right? So everybody, you hang in there, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Thank you very much.